Hey, welcome to Season 2, Episode 28 of our monologue series. This one is titled, Stop Asking Why. Years ago, I flew helicopters for the military, and a lot of times I flew at night. And some nights there's a kind of dark that you only meet up there. A night without a moon, no horizon, and the windscreen is literally full of nothing but darkness. And on a night like that, your body can start talking to you and telling you a story that's just not true. It could tell you a story that you're turning, that you're leaning, that you're sliding off to one side, and every nerve you have swears it's true. But there's also a small dial in the middle of the dashboard, and it's got a set of wings on it and a horizon. And it says something totally different. It tells you you're straight and level and in level flight. So now you're in it. And the oldest argument there is, the feeling in your gut, loud and sure that you're turning, and that little quiet dial in the dash telling you that everything is okay. One of them has the truth. Only one of them will fly you home. And in that darkness, in the blackness, with my hands on the controls, I had to choose which one to believe. And I had to stop asking why. And I know that sounds wrong. Why feels like a caring question, a deep one. The one that gets to the bottom of things. The truth is, it doesn't. Why is the question that costs you the answer you're seeking. And once I show you what it does, you won't be able to unhear it. I've spent years in front of trainees watching them do the same thing and make the same thing happen over and over. Someone shares a painful story, and the helper leans in full of care, full of compassion, and asks, why did you do that? Or why did that happen to you? And the person changes. Their shoulders might come up, their eyes might change, and they start a sentence with, because. And then they defend their action. I used to do it too. For years, I thought I was digging with insight and for insight. However, I was putting people on trial. One word, and I had turned a conversation into an internal courtroom in them. So here's what I'm telling you. It goes against everything that feels natural. Stop asking why. Not because why is rude, but because it does inside a person, because what it does inside a person who hears it. Why doesn't open people up? It locks them down. And it gives you information you can't use. Try this. Just watch what happens. When you ask somebody, why did you do it? Or why did that happen? They will answer, I did it because, or it happened because. And now listen to everything after the word because. Because it's all outside of them. It's all external to them. Might be the traffic, might be the boss, might be their childhood, might be some other person. You just walk them out of the driver's seat and into the back of the car. In my work, I call that being at effect. The person is at the mercy of everything outside of them. And that is the structure of victimhood. And why helps build it. So let's flip it. Someone may have done something to hurt them, and you ask, why did they do that to you? They can't possibly know. So they guess, or they hallucinate, or they mind read. They invent the other person's intentions and react to that story they just made up. And to be honest, it's techno-rational validation of how they feel. And it's not helpful information. It's a hallucination. And you can't fix a real problem with made-up cause and hallucinations. And here is the part most people miss. Words are not labels you stick on experience. The word is the experience. If you tell someone don't miss, and for half a second they have to live inside missing. Ask why did you fail? And you don't get a clean report back. You drag them back into the failure right there. They relive the failure. Then they try and analyze it. And they do that all while you're asking. So what could you do instead? Well, you could choose to get precise. You stop asking why and you ask what and how. Might sound like this. What just happened? And they'll give you some data. What could have led to this? and they'll give you more data. How are you feeling right now? They're going to give you more specific data without judgment. And then what would have to happen for this to be better or for you to be able to move on? These questions, 4 simple questions, get people to give you data. And no one asks the person to defend what happened. No one asks them to read another mind. The questions ask for what happened and in order and what they want instead. Now, this is the NLP Meta Model, and it's built on the work of Virginia Satir. It's a simple idea because people delete, distort, and generalize their experiences when they talk. The Meta Model gives you the exact question that recovers the missing data. A person might say, she never listens to me. And you might ask, never? And they're going to say, well, sometimes they do. They might say, they rejected me. And you might ask, how specifically did they reject you? You are not interpreting, you're not arguing, you're handing the person back the piece they dropped. And the moment they get it back, something shifts. They move from being at effect to being at cause. From the back seat to back in the front seat at the wheel. And this isn't a soft technique. This is an actual way that works. So here is your move. You don't have to learn all of this today or tomorrow. You can catch the next why before it leaves your mouth. When you feel yourself getting prepared to ask a why question, swap it out. Ask a what or a how question instead. What happened? How are you feeling? Do it once today. And watch the person you're communicating with open up instead of shutting down. Now, if you want the full set, the complete NLP Meta Model, it's waiting for you. The link's below in this video. And please, please, please stop asking why. Start asking what and how. And watch what people can finally do when you stop putting them on trial. That night in the airplane, I stopped listening to the lean. I put my eyes on the little wings on the line and I flew the dial. My whole body swore I was wrong, but the dial doesn't guess. It only shows what's actually there. And out of the black, slowly the horizon came back up to meet me, level, the way it had been the whole time. The feeling never had the truth, the instrument did. So the next time something in you swears it knows why, take your eyes off the lean, fly the dial. I'll see you in the next monologue.